Yes, the boys, welcome back to another video. Probably might be thinking, Luke, we're looking a little bit orange. I've still got that tan on and I cannot get it all off. That will hopefully be off soon. But full day of eating, boys. It is grow time. The lowest food got was 1,600 calories. Today, food is gonna be 2,500 calories. It is the last day of a deload. So basically, coming off the back of the photo shoot, I was fried. I'd had a good 10 weeks without that deload there. So now it's time to get super fresh, and then I'm back into training tomorrow. So today is rest day food. It's nothing crazy. I'm gonna walk you through how I start to bring those calories up. So I'm at 2,500 calories. I'm still weighing 79 kilo this morning. So I wanted to get out of those 78 pretty quickly. I don't need to waste time staying around there. I wanna feel good, I wanna feel healthy, and I wanna get pushing on. So 2,500 calories today. That is the game plan. I'll be shooting for around 185 protein, 330 carb, 50 fat. That's where we'll be sitting around today. So let's get into meal one. Today is gonna be 5 meals. So 5 meals, it's 9 a.m. now, so I've been fasted in that time. Meal 2 is gonna be around 12. Meal 3 is gonna be around 4. Meal 4 will be 6:30-ish, and then the last meal will be 8:30-ish. So that is how we're spreading the meals out. Let me show you meal 1. It's ready to go. So we've got the eggs, boys, and they've finally got a friend. Would you believe it? If you've been watching, Jesus, what has happened? The eggs have been on their own. They've not had any mates. So this now is just gonna be glorious. So we've got the double egg. They've got peri salt on there. Ketchup is nearly out, boys. If you're using ketchup, just get this is the 50% reduced sugar and salt ketchup. Just get that, because it barely tastes any different. And health, cows. This is pathetic, boys, but you know when that ketchup's nearly out, there's nothing worse, is there? And it's spraying everywhere. Just get this in from a nice breakfast, full day of eating for YouTube, and look at the state of me. But that is on. So, straight away, like I said, if you've been watching the other videos, carbs are up. So in this meal now, I've got 1 rice cake, and then I've got that sandwich fin, which is like 90 calories. And then I've got my whey as well, which is I've frozen this morning because it's a rest day, so I've got a little bit more time to eat that. So prioritize those carbs, boys. When you're pushing food up, remember, carbs are our main energy source. That is where we are going to get that benefit from with training. So prioritize those carbs. Make sure fats are in a healthy spot. Make sure protein is at least 1 gram per pound of body weight, and then prioritize those carbs. So I'll give you boys the egg sandwich thin taste test. We've got a bit of yolkage going on there as well. It's dripping a bit. When you've had eggs on their own for a long time, glorious. So whilst we get the frozen whey, when I made my coffee this morning, I put that in the freezer so you can see now. Rock solid. So that is gonna get demolished, and then we're back into check-ins. That first check-in block, honestly, I've loved every single one of them. I've just been giving praise out all morning, which is unreal. And it's not praise that's just praise, it's very much well-deserved praise. So as always, if you're interested in coaching, the link is in the description. And it is a Thursday, boys, which means we've got Wednesday's MMA hour. You won't hear me shut up about it. I absolutely love it. And Leon Kobe just got announced, and Yuri against Pereira just got announced. So I'm gonna go for Edwards points. I think he'll school him, and I think I'll go for a Poatan finish. Why not? And then one thing I've been doing as well, I've been playing Starbucks, boys. See the cup over there? I think when you go for a cup like that and you bang the flavour drops in, it just tastes nicer. So I've been ditching the Liverpool mug. It's not had its day, it'll be back, but for now, I'm playing Starbucks. So I'll show you that in a minute. I'm just gonna eat this first. So this is how we make the perfect coffee, right? Which is literally gonna be like 8 calories from a splash of almond milk. So all I use, I ain't no coffee snob, boys. I go to Aldi and I just get the gold roast, just the instant coffee. I'm sweet with that. So we have that coffee, and then we have almond milk. So it's gonna be less calories. So literally all I do, 2 of these. Then obviously, we're just filling that up. Then I just have, just literally a little drop of, oh shit, I put a bit too much in. A little drop of almond milk. That's a bit more than I normally have, but that's fine. It's still very minimal calories there. And then I go for the flavor drops. So today we'll go with vanilla and we'll go with hazelnut. So this hazelnut, I took a risk, and to be honest, it's not that great. So I wouldn't advise going with the hazelnut. I'm just literally using it so I get rid of it. But then the vanilla one is banging, so I just go for 1 of each of those. So almond milk coffee, flavor drops. The nicest flavor drops of coffee are the toffee ones, but they weren't on My Protein, they weren't in stock. But if you've not tried it before, try the toffee. They're the nicest. Toffee and vanilla are the nicest. That's what I did want, but they didn't have it. That's why I went for hazelnut, but it ain't ideal, boys. So then, there you have it, your little makeshift Starbucks, which is literally, I'll double check the calories, I literally think it's like 8 calories. Very minimal. What I do is, so I add that almond milk just in my snacks every day. So that's just the same. So then I have that there, and then that's just slid across, so it is logged there. So if you are having full fat milk, you know, and you're in a diet phase, make sure you're logging that, because that's gonna be a lot more calories. Like I log that in there and just have a little splash, the same every day. But if you're having, you know, multiple, say, cups of tea and using milk, hold yourself accountable for that, because that can be well over 100 calories very easily if you're having multiple cups of tea. Say with a sugar in it, you're looking at what, 200 calories there, easily. Taste test. It's a nice one, but that hazelnut ain't great still. So we take that in now, and then we're gonna get started with block 2. Actually, it's block 3 of check-ins, because we have block 1, walk, block 2, eat, coffee, block 3. Let's have it. Right, boys, it is oats time. So that has been 70 grams for a while. It is now 100 grams. So it's a nice big bowl of oats. So we can take some care with this one today. All Thursday check-ins done this morning. Honestly, I just put on my story, that is one of the best mornings of check-ins I have ever had. I know I mentioned it before, but that was ridiculously good. We've got 100 grams of oats. We're gonna bang the water in there now. And I'm still hungry, boys, so we've got a lot of water in there, because I want a big bowl. So that's going in the microwave. We're gonna have to go 5 minutes there, you know. And I had my carrot cake whey this morning. So with the oats this morning, with the oats now, we'll go with the cinnamon donut. That's the nice thing. What I've been doing is ordering a new whey before I've ran out of this one, so that then I can have a little bit of time of switching it up, and then sometimes we've even got all 3. So I can chop and change. So top tip there, to switch around the flavour so you don't get sick of one. If you can have 2 in stock, you're gonna order both at one time. You're gonna order both at some point anyway. So that's the top tip. So just with this meal, it is 20 grams of whey. That's the same, that's not changing. I've got 100 grams of the summer fruits berries. You've seen me make this meal dozens of times now, if you follow me and if you subscribe to the channel. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because videos are coming weekly, and let me know what you want to see as well. It's going to be a big gaining phase. It's going to be a very big gaining phase. So follow along, take that into your own gaining phases, take that into your diet phases. There's still plenty of tips that I will give along the way. That is the whey, the fruit, And then what we've not been having, boys, which we are having now, 15 grams of dark chocolate. So we have got some fats in there now as well, which does make the meal a hell of a lot nicer. So I've been loving that. I literally just get the 85% dark chocolate from Aldi. Aldi is the GOAT, boys. And then in this now, we've got some new ones. So I just use the ground cinnamon. Again, I just get that from Aldi. And then at the moment, I've got the blueberry flavor drops. I don't know if it's focusing, boys, but we've got blueberry anyway, and that is banging. So that is all we're having in this meal. That comes to a grand total of, let's have a look, 559 calories. And I am gonna enjoy this one. So if you are trying to eat a little bit cleaner, right? Say we're eating like a lot of packaged food and stuff like that. You're absolutely fine to add things like your cinnamon, add things like your flavor drops, add things like your peri salt, like make the food nice. You don't just need to eat it bland. Like you see my little pot, I put stuff in, like all this stuff goes in there, and that's all the stuff I'll add to these meals. Like if you're eating oats and you don't normally eat oats, don't think you need to like just eat oats and milk on its own. Like you can add things into that. That is absolutely fine. Don't feel bad for it. So I'll show you the finished product. You've seen it many a times, but it's always beautiful, boys, isn't it? So there we have it, fellas. The meal of all meals. The greatest meal of all time. I'll show you in all its glory. By the way, because I don't have milk, don't feel like you can't have milk. Like I just use water because I always have. But if you prefer milk, use milk with your oats. That's like absolutely fine. So if you've not seen, here we go. And if you have seen, we can watch again. So we've got the berries in the middle, oats with cinnamon, dark chocolate around the edge, cinnamon donut, paste. Bobby's barking. Bobby, shut up. And that is absolutely bang on. Taste test for the 900th time that I've eaten this meal. We'll get a bit of everything there. The mixture of everything. Blueberry flavor drops, whey paste, dark chocolate, cinnamon, fruit. Mate, if you don't like this meal, come on. Still got the MMA hour on. I'm gonna enjoy this. But that is meal 2. But now, as it is rest day, I have got a good few messages to get back to for the boys on WhatsApp. So I'm gonna walk to the shop, get everyone up to date, and we'll get a monster. I don't know what flavors they've got. Well, mine a nice pink. I think we'll go pink, boys. I'll update you when I get back. But steps are staying at 8K. So I've had a little walk this morning. I'm gonna do that now, and that'll be most of the steps done for the day. And we'll get a monster, we'll get that down. And then I've got a new sign up to do. I need to get some programming bits done. Got 2 calls, edit the photo shoot day, YouTube, and this video will be obviously coming after that. Monster time. We went for the pink, boys. What I do is I keep the monster to the rest days because they are literally like one of the only things that's popular, but they're not overrated. Like they are really, really nice. Like I genuinely love a monster. So what I can't have is 2 coffees, a pre-workout and a monster, right? So that's like my absolute limit. If I had if I was up early normal, 2 coffees and a monster and a pre-workout, that's like my absolute max caffeine. On the rest day, I usually have coffee early morning, coffee later morning, and then usually early afternoon, like when I walk Bobby or something like that with Lucy, or on a Wednesday when I'm just before work, I'll usually have a monster. So that's 2 a week. So I'd probably set that as a good rule. If you do find yourself flying through these, a nice little rest day monster is perfect, because then you've got a bit of caffeine there. It's not gonna kill you, boys. You're absolutely fine. But that's my rule for the monster. Pink is elite as well. Basically what I do when anybody is new, they get a startup video. So I have to film everything they need to know basically and walk them through their training program so they know what's going on and they know what they're doing, so then they can get started. So that's what I need to do. That's always exciting. Get that over. I've got a few little bits to do, like change some movements for some of the guys and stuff like that. And then there'll be more to do that I need to check. I can't even remember what we said we need to do, but we'll get it done. So Monster's going in, that's getting done, and I'll see you at meal 3. And we make meal 3 and 4 together, and 5. So I'll see you making 3, 4, and 5. Almost 4 o'clock, and this is when I make meal 3, meal 4, and meal 5. So meal 3 and 4 are both very similar. So literally what I do is, I've got 360 grams of potato in each. So I just cook that all now, put the chicken there, make the veg. So 3 and 4 are gonna be the same. That meal number 4 might change a little bit, right? So for a lot of clients, what I'll give them is, right, stick with a carb source and a protein source, but you can switch that around. So if they wanna make spaghetti bolognese, fajitas, pasta, rice, whatever it is, they can do. I still apply that rule, but on a standard day like today, a Thursday, when I'm not with Lucy or anything like that, like eating, I'll just make this meal because it's easy and I know it digests well. So literally, all this meal is going to be potato, chicken, veg, and then I'm gonna have the same, but with a little bit of feta cheese in the meal number 4. And then I'm gonna prepare my yogurt and my whey. So I literally mix the yogurt and whey together, freeze that, and then I'll have that later on. So all I literally do, I just bang them in the air fryer, fry that in the air fryer, salt them, and then I'm gonna use a mixture of paprika and peri salt, that's cinnamon. Peri salt, and then they're both done, and I'll show you them, and they will be absolutely banging. Literally 20 minutes in the air fryer. So I put them in, make the whey in the yogurt, get the chicken and veg done, and then it's all done. 20 minutes, 3 meals. No excuses, boys. Let's do it. So we've actually just gone for a sandwich thin. I'm gonna make a little potato and chicken sandwich. So 360 potato, 1 sandwich thin, 150 veg, 80 cooked chicken. And then I've just got this again, but with feta cheese, digests really well in that final meal. So this is 559 calories, and we've just got sriracha as the sauce there. 10 grams of that. I'll give you a taste test with my makeshift sandwich that wasn't planned. It's really nice. Maybe it is staying in. Bad YouTubing from me. Liverpool decided to be on telly at 5:45, so was not ideal. I did not film meal number 4, but that was literally the same as meal number 3, just with some feta cheese like I showed you me making with 4. So that is how easy it is to make meals, boys, if you're short for time. Like I always don't have time, I need to get them made, bang, they're made. I only have one that's not like freshly made, which is that meal 4, so I just slap that down. But then potatoes are elite. So we have got now, I shall show you, Thursday, so I've just had my call with the boys. On a Thursday I go through form analysis call, so I had 20 sets there set up ready to go from the week, breaking them down. So I've got 15 grams of granola in there, 30 grams of frozen fruit, 35 grams of whey, and we have got 200 grams of Greek yogurt all mixed together. 337 calories, and that rounds me off with literally 2 calories remaining. And when we look at macros, we are on 190 protein, 319 carb, 52 fat. So we will take that all day. But right now, that is near enough. So that is the day. More videos will be coming. I'll probably do a training day, full day of eating, to show you what will change. So if you want to see that, let me know. And every couple of weeks when food goes up, if it does, I will film another one and I'll go through all the meals. So if that was helpful, make sure you let me know. And when food gets higher, for those of you boys that struggle to eat, I will let you know how easy it is and I will show you that. And in one of the next videos now, I'll make sure we get some training done because I've got push tomorrow and training is going to get very tasty. So it is grow time, boys. The shoot is done. If you're interested in coaching, links in the description. And honestly, boys, I appreciate it so much if you subscribed. If you've watched this far, please drop the video a like. And if you watched to the end, comment yogurt. Drop me a yogurt comment so I know you've watched to the end. And if you do, I'll tell you you're a G and I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, boys. Make sure you subbed, drop me a like, drop me a comment. I'll see you in the next one.